Welcome to Trading the Market. A little about us before we get into this video. Let's start with me. My name is Mark. Professional gambler, mathematician, statistician. I fine-tune our strategies and optimize our winning formulas. I'm also a horse racing expert. Next we have James, our resident football expert, an encyclopedia of knowledge on players, teams, leagues and current form. Then there is Daniel, multiversed in a wide range of sports, from tennis to basketball. His ability to trade so many different sports is what keeps us profitable all day long. So if you're into horse racing, football, basketball, tennis or Formula 1, then this is your one-stop channel for strategies on the exchange. Unlike other channels, we'll be using realistic stakes to show you what you could win, not dazzle you with high bets to return a small percentage. We're even going to show you what to do if your trade doesn't quite go to plan. Upcoming videos will include tutorials on the exchange, strategies on different markets, a podcast and even trading wards. So remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell and give us a like. If you have any questions, drop them into the comments and we'll answer you back. So let's get into it. Today we are looking at our simple 3-0 strategy on the football correct score market. This is a very simple strategy to follow and the time it takes to do returns a nice percentage. The most important part of this is going to be game selection. We want to pick games where one team should smash another team. Try to avoid cup games, as there's always a risk as players will be rested against weaker sides and this doesn't always go to plan. So for today's video, I've already selected the Mulder-Hoffenheim game. But first of all, I'll explain what the strategy is. It's called the 3-0 strategy because we're selecting a team that we think is going to score first and we're going to back it on a trade on the 3-0 correct score market. As you can see from the decimal odds on the Hoffenheim game, the market is agreeing with us that Hoffenheim should quite clearly win this, and that's where the money's showing. So let's get ourselves down to the correct score market and select 3-0. As you can see, the price is currently on the back of 12 with a 13.5 decimal on the other side. So we're going to try and open it up for 12 and see if we can get 12. Oh no, it's popped up to 12.5 for our £10. So we'll try and see if we can get traded at 12.5. So, or even 13. Let's try our luck. No, we'll go 12.5. So we'll confirm that, and we're waiting for that to be matched. As you can see, it's now dropped down to 12, and we've not been matched yet. So we'll probably cancel that and trade in our £10 at 12. So yeah, let's get rid of that. So by clicking X, we get rid of it. Click on the 12, put in our £10, hit confirm. Boom. Absolutely beautiful. We've been matched straight away. So that's us now in our traded position at £10 and decimal 12. I'll just change the settings here so we can see that it only shows the game we are looking at now. Now we have our traded position. All we have to do is wait till kick off. So I'll see you then. Now with the kick off, you'll see that the market's gone to bin and ask. This is fine. This is just the market with no money being in it, settling down. As you see, there you go. The trades have all jumped back in. As it stands, we still stand to make £110 off our £10 on the 3-0, and we stand to lose our £10 on any other score. But that's fine because we're not going to stay in this for the entirety of the game. We're only here for the first goal. But based on the statistics for this game, this should be within the first sort of 10 minutes. This is particularly common for Hoffenheim in the European games, and let's hope it follows along the same strategy. So we'll come back to when there's a bit of action. 5 minutes in, and Hoffenheim are putting on some real pressure onto Mulder and playing quite well. So I envision this trade going well. And as you can see, Hoffenheim got out for a corner. 6 minutes in, and Hoffenheim putting some real pressure onto Mulder, and they're just now into a dangerous attack. Perfect. We're 7 minutes in, and the market's now been halted, and it's saying Hoffenheim goal, which is great news for us as this is our ideal outcome and what the data said would happen. So all we have to do is wait for the market to become unhalted, and by doing so we'll be able to trade out our liability, leaving in the profit until the market settles. Now, as you can see, VAR is started, but as I'm watching the game, it doesn't look like the build-up was offside. We just need to wait for the results of the VAR in order to work out whether the goal is going to be awarded or not, and then allow us to trade out of our position. As you can see, the goal has been awarded, in the 8th minute, which is perfect, and the laid price is now 10.5, a little high. We're going to wait because that is probably still too high for where we need to be, and we need the market to settle down, so we're just going to allow that to happen. If we have a look at our trade out value, even though there's not quite enough money into it at the minute, there you go, it's offering us £1.43 off our £10. That would be at 10.5. Now, like I say, we're probably just going to close down the trade down on that, and we're going to remove our liability at a much lower number, as I believe that will settle down, and we don't want to take the trade out on that. It will take a minute or so for the market to settle, just while we work out where all the money is, and I'll keep an eye on the trade out at different levels so you can see what the profit would be. So at the minute it's 20%. I'm going to remove my £10 stake at £10 at price £10 liability, and you see that's pending. We're just waiting for that to be matched, and that's now been matched. So as that number drops down, as you see now, our trade out will provide us with £2.18 back off our £10, so roughly about 21.8%. We'll hit trade out on that, and that would allow us to collect our profit regardless of whatever the score is. We're now going to make our £2.18. Doesn't seem a lot, but it's a realistic stake. As you increase your stakes, you can increase the amount of profit you get. If we wait a little bit longer, we can get a bit more money, but the idea is to keep our liability low and remove the risk, and we do that by taking whatever profit we get off the first offer. Obviously it comes down to personal preference. If you leave your money in and mold a score, you lose. If you don't remove your liability and you stay in and mold a score, you've lost everything. So it's better to remove your liability as soon as that goal goes in. Trade out when you feel comfortable, but remember, taking some profit is better than taking nothing. And in a moment we'll go over some of the key principles and rules to this strategy. As you can see, with the 3-0 strategy, we made 21.8% profit off our initial stake, and that is fantastic for only being in the game for 10 minutes. Let's go over some key points for this 3-0 strategy. 1. Always make sure you pick a team that's likely to smash another team and will be a clear winner in your view. 2. You want to select the 3-0 market to allow you the most profit off your trade. If you aren't sure that this team will score first by looking at the data and stats that you can get from many websites, pick another team and move on. 3. Don't get emotionally involved. It's all trades, so if you have a love for a team and you think it may carry on or they may do better, then it's probably a trade you shouldn't be in, as you should be making this off data rather than emotions. Once the goal goes in, remove liability or trade out straight away. It's always ideal to let the market settle to allow you to get the best possible price, but at the end of the day, profit is profit. If you want to take it out because you think there's a risk that the goal may go in, do it sooner rather than later. As an added risk, you can always take out your liability and leave the trade in for an extra goal, but this is quite risky. This is our 3-0 correct score strategy. Very simple, it's been very profitable for us, and it's something we've worked on. If you have any questions about the strategy, go into the comments below, ask, and either myself, Daniel, or James will get back to you. In order to make the most out of this strategy, we have created a 3-0 strategy group on Telegram. Why not click the link in the description, join the group, and then we'll be posting our data-led chosen games for this strategy. They are the games that we find we work the best with, using data that we have compiled, and it's also games that we are trading on. There is absolutely no cost to being in this group, no subscription, no membership, and nothing paid towards us. It's just here to give you a leg up into being the successful trader. And in the next video, we'll be explaining game selection. This is quite possibly the most important part for trading, and how to use many of the websites that are available free to use in order to pick the best strategies and the best games for the market you're in. I've been Mark, this has been the 3-0 strategy, this is Trading the Market, and until next time, happy trading. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. It costs nothing, but helps us a load.